Time to get into the trending topics, and we'll pull up Sakina. She, of course, is at the Madlanga Commission, so we'll chat through some of them with her. So, Sakina, obviously reading the first trend, and that one, of course, being Gregory Loftus. And we know Gregory Loftus was the former South African police detective who testified yesterday at the Madlanga Commission about the murder of his son, that police murdered his son in 2023. That's Bevan. He also claimed officers offered a 2.5 million rand hit for the killing and had warned the family to finalize funeral cover the day before.
Yeah, we heard that testimony the day before from Len John, who was with IPID in KZN, Leanne, and of course Gregory Loftus confirming that very information. And the Commission also got to hear a recording where the late Bevan Loftus actually made a call to Clive Naiker, who he accused of being the person who had put out that hit on him for 2.5 million rand. And the Commission also went on to hear how the four people, and this was of course including Bevan Loftus, were shot and killed, and apparently all of them with shots to the head. And it's going to be interesting because this part of the evidence before the Commission speaks to police infiltration, and also just in terms of how gangs seem to have infiltrated and captured some within the police services. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Commission does and where they go to from here on.
Yeah, goodness, these revelations they get worse and worse, and I imagine today is going to be a very big day, and I know you'll talk more about that in the next hour here on the program. The next one is the Constitutional Court. So this one is one we saw coming, where the Con Court actually blocked the MK Party and EFF's efforts to appeal a ruling on the president's impeachment process. So obviously the ANC welcoming the decision. Opposition voices claim the High Court and Con Court coordinated to shield the president. So this is, I think, what's behind this, the Con Court trending. Oh, I think, SK, have you got me? Oh, I think we may have lost. SK, can you still hear me? No, looks like we've lost the sound to SK. But anyway, that's the Con Court trend. We'll try and re-establish the sound there, but I can definitely see that Sakina can't hear us here in the studio. But as soon as we get that sound back and going, but that's really what's happened with the Con Court. And the impeachment committee, of course, vowed to continue its work despite the setback. So that's the big one. That's the Con Court one. And then, of course, Banyana. You heard this in the sports news. So they beat Nigeria 2-1. So happy for the ladies. Banyana, they had goals from Tembi Kgatlana and Refilwe Yan, who of course is they just unbelievable. And then they held on with 10 players after Yane was sent off late in the match, and the win does not yet qualify Banyana for the 2027 World Cup, but it certainly takes them into FIFA's Intercontinental Playoffs. So that's a fantastic accolade for them. So good luck as they enter the next phase of this journey to try and get into that Intercontinental Playoff. So, okay, next one is, of course, AmaZulu. Now, here's one. This is a terrible one, because we saw it all revolves around the forward. Thando Nkosi Ngwenya came out onto his, I think it was maybe his Instagram stories. I'm not too sure where it was exactly, on what social media platform, but he apologized personally to Orlando Pirates midfielder Sihle Nduli after a very dangerous tackle forced him off during their 1-1 draw, and I think it just got into his ankle very badly. That's Sihle Nduli. Ngwenya received only a yellow card, and fans honestly believe that he should have been given a red card. This, of course, has intensified the calls for VAR in the Premiership, especially because Nduli had only just returned from a long injury layoff. So it's a terrible story. It really is. And that's kind of why AmaZulu are trending. So there we go. Let's leave them there. Those are your trending topics for this morning.